turagira ngo noneho twakire umukino watuteguriwe n'abana bo muri Gashora Poetry Lab, Gashora Girls Academy. Ni umukino bise What We Were Told Became Ours.
We now welcome the poetry performance by the Gashora Girls Academy Poetry Lab, titled What We Were Told Became Ours.
What we were told became ours. A letter from a survivor addressed to
the generation after the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi.
Dear, it is I, the survivor of the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi, confiding in you. Still plagued by the nightmares of my horrific past. I do know it's been 32 years, I should be over it, right? But I can't help looking back from time to time, heartbreaking at the memory of my lost life. The light that could have shone on my days, long gone with the memories of my bloody since childhood. We were 6 at home, my mom and dad teachers. I would spend my days hopping about in the streets, my brother playing ball with neighbors across. The air was chilly, but my heart was warm inside. In the bushes, I saw my mom and dad lying down. I felt their souls fly away. In the river, I spotted my brother drown. I could not breathe, but I knew I had to run, hide, and live. It was suffocating, never ending. Every day I had to shove away grief. But yet, I had to live through the guilt of surviving alone. Live through the rage that I eventually had to let go. Live for a safer future despite my horrific past.
And now, I am that same survivor, now living in the present. Me what I endured. I started to awake every day before the dawn, not out of fear, but out of habit. And I'd hear this calming voice in my mind, and it would draw me out of that paralysis. You don't have to think on your toes for the sake of your life. You're not desperately waiting for help to arrive. Every breath you breathe doesn't have to have been earned, but again, the body does act and remember as it learned. As it learned when mornings were not promised, and when we thought the world was ending and collapsing on us. That time in '94 does cross my mind every now and then, more often during the commemoration period, when all those innocent faces, screams, the thick air of dread and torture all come back to me. During these tributes to our loved ones who lost their lives in the genocide against the Tutsi. During this tribute to those who lost their lives in the genocide against the Tutsi. All that comes back to me, and all the air, it changes and softens as those names now return and those stories are told so not forgotten. Turned on by their parents, siblings, teachers and neighbors, we owe it to them not to leave them in that past of terror. Not just to gain justice now, but because they deserved it then when they were left to suffer. And I hope I won't have to explain any further as you're reading this, as that would mean this is the first time you hear anything about this terrifying 100 days. That would mean that the commemoration period has become nothing but a nostalgic bliss. That would mean that your generation did not uphold the torch that we trusted them with. Otherwise, it is in your hands, reader of my testation, to fight against any hatred, discrimination, and dehumanization. It is in your hands to call out any denial or revision of this bitter but enduring truth as part of our history, because our brothers and sisters may have died and lost their lives, but they should never fade from memory.
Dear future Rwanda, I am that same survivor, looking towards the future, but choosing what my past will become. Though I have lived through chaos and carnage, I have persisted, and now wage my sword of truth through the darkness, but especially the emptiness. Pendant toutes ces années, je me sentais condamnée à porter le silence des âmes oubliées, à marcher dans l'ombre des cris étouffés, où chaque regard cherchait un peu d'humanité, et chaque larme racontait une histoire brisée. The past is past, is what they say. Mais moi, je le dénie et fais ce que je dois aux gens, aux victimes, au pays, mais surtout à vous. I hope that when you hear the word Kwibuka, it will mean more than a tradition, but rather something that's a part of you. Not something that has to be done, but something that is there. Not for the second week of April, not for the whole month of April, not for the 100 days, but for every day, every week, every month, every waking moment of your being. I wish that as you read these, they won't just be words to you, but like the melodies that are encrusted in your blood, or the sweet air that you always need to inhale, something that you cherish so deeply and strongly, because the commemoration is not just an obligation, but rather it is us, what makes us, what shapes our own bearings as people, as human beings, but above all, as Rwandans.
I was born after the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. I did not witness it, but I am learning what it means to inherit it. I wake up in a land that is already whole, or at least that's how it seems to me at first. I walk past hills that do not speak, yet carry stories beneath my feet. They told it to me in classrooms, in quiet voices, in April winds about those 100 days that changed everything before I was born. I did not see it, I did not hear the screams, nor did I breathe the heavy air of fear. And yet, somehow, I feel it. In the silence, in that minute when lost lives are remembered, in the tears I do not fully understand, in the way the country pauses, remembering something so sacred, I listen. I try to understand something that cannot be lived again. I ask myself, what does it mean to carry a pain that I did not go through, yet I inherited it? I did not see it. I am not running, I am not hiding, I am not surviving, but I am remembering. And maybe that is where our role comes in. And as the stories start to settle within me, I begin to see beyond the silence. That remembrance is not just about looking back, but it is about choosing every day to move forward, to carry not just the weight of what was lost, but the responsibility of remembering the lives lost.
Dear Rwanda, we are the generation after the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi, and the future of remembrance depends on us. A choice is laid before us, a choice to bring fortune or misfortune, a choice that can make or break a nation, and that choice is put in our hands, the hands of this generation, the youth, us, a choice that can maintain a legacy or ignore it and bring upon a catastrophe. Yes, I know it's a heavy duty, a duty that bears the weight of a nation, a duty that carries 1 million innocent lives that were lost. I know that the pressure to maintain the legacy is high, confusion higher, and everything seems to be at its peak, with posts here and there saying this and that, truth and lies, leaving us nowhere to stand, unable to differentiate right and wrong, black and white, and all that remains is a confusing gray. But we cannot let it be the end. We choose to not let it be the end. We refuse to have a confused future Rwanda where the Kwibuka fire has dimmed. We choose to safeguard our history. We choose to honor our loved ones in all the respect and value they're worth. We choose to care enough to learn from those who were there. We choose to keep the Kwibuka fire burning brighter than ever before. We, the youth, choose to be the keepers of the future Rwanda that we want. That's the choice that I, you, she who is in the diaspora, and he who is still in the womb make today. That's the choice that we make today. twibuke twiyubaka
Remember,
unite.
renew.